Landing your first 360 is a milestone on your path to greatness. Completing a 360 requires a solid wake-to-wake jump, mastery of board control, and a strong foundation in 180s. Once you have landed a 360, you are no longer considered a beginner. It, along with an invert, is the entryway to the intermediate level. Before trying a 360, you should feel comfortable with your 180. You should also be familiar with handle passes. Because a 360 is basically two consecutive 180s performed back-to-back in the air, it is important that you work on your 180 first. Here are some of the steps we suggest before trying your first 360. First, pick the 180 that feels most comfortable to you and start from there. If you feel comfortable with the front side heel side 180, build that into a front side heel side 360 first. If the 180 you chose doesn't require a handle pass, you may want to complete a few backside 180s to familiarize yourself with the handle pass. We also suggest slowing down the boat and trying a few surface 360s prior to your first attempt. While riding directly behind the boat at roughly 12 to 14 miles per hour, pull the handle to your back hip. You may need to use both hands to initiate the turn. Once you do, reach behind and locate the handle with your back hand. If done correctly, the handle will control the rotation. Make sure you keep the handle low and close to your body. After you feel comfortable with the stationary spin behind the boat, try a few traveling 360s. Try to cover as much ground as possible as you make your way from one side of the wake to the other. Now you're ready to take your first 360 wake to wake. Make sure you give yourself adequate pop and don't spin too quickly off the wake. After you've mastered the 360, try learning how to grab it. Grabs on spin tricks can really liven them up and increase your trick repertoire with minimal extra effort. Then you can move on to learning other variations of the 360. Stick with it and you will get it in no time. Once you've landed some 360s, go on and try a tantrum or a back roll.